Hey everyone, Jeffrey Turner here, Becoming an Actor Day 12. I did actually go to my first official acting class today. Really excited because it turns out I don't know anything about acting. It turns out that anybody can talk, but few people can act properly. The discussion was about method acting, as well as basically just how to be a reactive actor instead of trying to overshadow who you're acting with. So my scene was an alien acting with another alien, and we both didn't speak the same language, but I tried to use sign language in order to communicate, and it didn't work because I also had to make up a language, and that was more thought into the language I was making up than into the act itself. Looking back, there was a lot of things I could have done differently. Of course, after getting the direction and what I had done wrong, it all made sense. And then more people actually who have been acting and have gone to these types of acting classes before and actually had acting jobs in the past, they did a really good job in that sense. They were reactive instead of proactive in overshadowing who they were acting with. They were able to see what the other actor was doing and then do the appropriate act for it. They didn't even have to say that much. They probably said 10 words to my 37 words of gibberish. The other thing we learned about was method acting and how the current form of method acting that is taught is not really the best. And I've heard it explained in certain ways, but my current teacher, Ryan, was explaining it in his own way, of course. He does have a way of going on to give an example and then also an analogy to what he's trying to teach you. Basically, if you are method acting, you are taking a past experience and applying that to yourself to bring forth an emotion so that you can act. And I've heard it before. If somebody says, I need you to cry on stage because your dog just died, the character's dog just died, you know, if you're method acting, you know, in order to cry, I'm going to think about a past experience where my mother died. So I'm going to pull from that, and then the tears will flow. But whenever somebody is witnessing that, they're going to see you breaking down because you're thinking about your mother dying, not that your dog just died. And it's two totally different emotions. But sensory method acting is something very, very powerful, in that if I were to put some slime in your hand, you would be disgusted because it feels like you're holding a slug. But if you almost drowned in slime and somebody puts slime in your hand, then that triggers that method of the acting, the pulling forth that fear of drowning in slime. So when you method act, you should do it with your senses and not with a past experience to bring forth emotion. My girlfriend's coming out. It was her birthday today, and I made her dinner and brownies and stuff, but anyway, but the other thing I wanted to talk about was not only with the sensory method acting, but also, there's a bug right there. Anyway, so we also talked about how with the method acting that you need to be able to pull on the emotion that is from the scene, that is given to you from the person you're acting with. It's things that happen to you that cause your emotion, not your emotion that forces you to act. So what I need to work on is being able to act without speaking, and then use the words, the script, as a tool to make my acting better. But speaking does not make me an actor. Acting makes me an actor. And of course, I do have a lot to learn. So this will finish it up for today. I've got a lot of things left to work on, maybe a second workout for the day, anyway, so thank you all for watching. Again, my 2 followers, those people who keep watching my videos, I still don't know who you are because you haven't approached me yet. But if you are one of those, and if you want to be, in the loop of how I'm developing, more confidence that's coming with me, if you want to be a part of that, if you can maybe send some information my way, like, hey, do this, hey, try that. Send it. Tell your friends about me, because I need to be a bankable actor in the sense that a lot of people need to come to see me perform, whether it's on stage or in a movie. They're not going to hire me as a lead if I don't have 1 billion people coming to pay for the movie to see me in it. So if you share this with your friends, then that just makes the difference. So I appreciate everyone. Again, thank you very much. Have a wonderful life.